The ghost town of Centralia, Pennsylvania. The Centralia mine fire is a coal seam fire that has been burning in the labyrinth of an abandoned coal mine underneath the borough of Centralia, Pennsylvania, since at least May 27, 1962. It is burning in underground coal mines at depths of up to 300 feet and covers an area of about 8 miles. This fire began on the weekend of the Memorial Day parade in May of 1962. The town officials did not know what to do with the trash buildup and decided to burn it in the town's landfill. The fire began as a controlled burn under the watchful eyes of the town's fire chief. After the burn, the embers were doused in water and they thought it was over, that, the fire was done. Well, a few days later, someone noticed the fire began. Once again, the embers were overturned and doused. In the weeks that followed, more fires were noticed here and there, and then efforts to contain the fires were failed. The officials then sent correspondence to the Coal Miners Association informing them of the fire, but they did not tell them that they had deliberately started the fire to burn trash. They were hoping to receive some aid. They began testing, and it showed that they had lethal amounts of carbon monoxide, and officials began running scared. Another problem they realized why the fire was not, ending, was that there was an inrush of oxygen that kept moving the fire ahead of the excavation and continued to be an exercise in futility. They could not out the fire. Ongoing efforts continued to fail. Then in 2009, formal evictions of the town residents began. By 2010, only 5 residents remained. The inhabitants of the town of Centralia initially were 1,500 residents. Now it's essentially a ghost town. All that's left of the town is a restaurant, the cemetery, the church, and of course a graffiti-filled highway along with the 5 determined people living on the outskirts. No one is certain of the actual date when this fire began burning, but it is estimated that at its current rate, this fire will continue to burn for at least another 250 years. On some days, if you take a sightseeing trip into Centralia, you may see smoke rising from the cracks in the highway's asphalt, while on other days, you see an eerie, otherworldly gray fog that claims the town whenever it rains. Pretty eerie, don't you think? And wouldn't you just love to visit? What do you think? Tell in the comments.